guys, it is 10:45 p.m. on Monday, the 118th day I'm doing this. Here is your daily dose of hope. And yeah, I almost forgot to do this, which is just a good reminder for me personally of just how easily I can get sucked into things that aren't good for me. So, that being said, today's quote is, when you have to start compromising yourself or your morals for the people around you, it's probably time to change the people around you. And obviously we can only control this to such an extent, but I think of it more as to the extent you can choose, like I talked about in the previous video about if we're in a pool of negativity, we're going to be affected by that negativity. So I am really, really proud of myself. I'm very, very tired, but I'm really proud of myself because I drove to a new place this morning, which was a massive victory, achievement. It was not easy. And then I released emotion in the car when I got there. It was for a possible opportunity, but the opportunity was not how it was presented. So it's disappointing, but I'm also just ultimately grateful and proud of myself that I drove there and obviously drove back. And I've done several Zooms today, actually. So it's been a really full day. But yeah, I need to go to bed. But I'm just really grateful that, it's like, I almost think of a storm and we're in the eye of the storm. And if you're doing the best you can, right, at any given moment, then you are making progress, even if it doesn't feel like that. So, sometimes I want to tell myself, oh, today was like an invisible progress day. It still was massive progress. It's just not necessarily, in the visible realm. But I did face a massive thing today, multiple massive things today, which is why I'm one of the reasons I'm so tired, And I also read something else about emotions, and, it was like, don't blame yourself for something that's out of your control. And I don't know if it was this, I read a lot today, but, it was a good, I don't know if it's an analogy, but it was like a judge is never going to sentence someone to prison for feeling angry, right? We're judged based on our behavior, not thoughts or feelings. So when we judge ourselves for having a feeling, it's like judging ourselves for something we don't have any control over. We have control over the behavior, like the way we may express that feeling, but simply having the feeling, and so I try to remind myself of that. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm just, it hit harder, I think, today, and I did tell myself that might happen. But not only did I still get through it, but I still pushed, I still expanded my, I was going to say my comfort zone, but that's not it. But my, I guess, abilities, like exposure therapy, basically. So I am really proud of myself for that. I am just zonked at the moment. All right. Love you guys. Have a great night.